And this is the definition that my dictionary gave me. The first one that we got given was capable of being inhabited. I don't know about you, but again, going back to standard 1, I think you were taught that you shouldn't use the word to give a definition of a word. It makes no sense. You can't use a word to define it. So that's pretty useless. And then my dictionary gave me fit for habitation or the habitable world. So not content with using the word to define itself once, in the second definition it uses it twice. Still, we haven't learned anything. But the third definition that my dictionary gives me is this: suitable to live in or on. And so that's really what we're going to be concerned with in the next 10 days. What is it that's so special about this planet that makes it suitable to live in or on? And to help us to investigate that journey, I'm going to try and answer what we find out, what we can learn about that from the following questions. These are my questions today. How did I get here? And how did the chemicals that I'm made of get here? Those are what we'd like to think about and try and keep it to the next 20 minutes. So, firstly, you guys, I told you before, I'm a chemist, right? And I've made this very clear, it's by far the best science. If you're thinking about doing postgraduate studies, choose chemistry. As a chemist, I can make two observations about each and every one of you in this room that seem to contradict each other. And I want to make them and then explain why. The first is that if I look at you, what you're made of predominantly hydrogen, oxygen and carbon. Incredibly abundant elements. Very, very common in the Earth's crust, in the Earth. In fact, hydrogen, extremely common in the universe. You are incredibly uninteresting if I take your chemicals. Very, very common, nothing special about any one of you. But at the same time, that combination of atoms that makes up you now is absolutely unique. Once off in the entire history of the universe. At that point when I said now, the combination of atoms that made you up was a one-off event, will never be repeated, and never happened before. A unique moment in time, a one-off combination of these different carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, etc., these atoms. That's quite incredible. It was a moment of these atoms coming together to make you then. So, one hand quite boring, on the other hand, a once-off lifetime of the universe. And it's gone, right? Because in the time that I've been talking since I said now, you've breathed in and you've taken in